Mange. The Buddha said, "Monks, did you see the jackal running around here in the evening? Did you see him? Standing still, it suffered. Running around, it suffered. Sitting down, it suffered. Lying down, it suffered. Going into the hollow of a tree, it suffered. Going into a cave, it felt ill at ease. It suffered because it thought, standing here isn't good. Sitting isn't good. Lying down isn't good. This bush isn't good. This tree hollow isn't good. This cave isn't good." So it kept running all the time. Actually, that jackal has mange. Its discomfort doesn't come from the bush or the tree hollow or the cave, from sitting, standing, or lying down. It comes from the mange. You monks are the same. Your discomfort comes from your wrong views. You hold on to ideas that are poisonous, and so you're tormented. You don't exert restraint over your senses, so you blame other things. You don't know what's going on inside you. When you stay here at Wat Nong Papong, you suffer. You go to America and suffer. You go to London and suffer. You go to Wat Bung Wai and suffer. You go to every branch monastery and suffer. Wherever you go, you suffer. This comes from the wrong views that still lie within you. Your views are wrong, and you hold on to ideas that are poisonous in your hearts. Wherever you go, you suffer. You're like that jackal. Once you recover from your mange, though, you can be at ease wherever you go, at ease out in the open, at ease in the wild. I think about this often and keep teaching it to you because this point of Dhamma is very useful. Maggots. When we give rise to right view in our hearts, we can be at ease wherever we are. It's because we still have wrong views, still hold on to ideas that are poisonous, that we're not at ease. Holding on in this way is like being a maggot. Where it lives is filthy. Its food is filthy. Its food isn't fit to be food, but it seems fitting to the maggot. Try taking a stick and flicking it out of the excrement where it's feeding, and see what happens. It'll wiggle and wriggle, eager to get back to the pile of excrement where it was before. Only then does it feel right. It's the same with you monks and novices. You still have wrong views. Teachers come and advise you on how to have right view, but it doesn't feel right to you. You keep running back to your pile of excrement. Right view doesn't feel right because you're used to your old pile of excrement. As long as the maggot doesn't see the filth in where it's living, it can't escape. It's the same with us. As long as we don't see the drawbacks of those things, we can't escape from them. They make it difficult to practice. Rivers. It's like rivers that flow down to the lowlands. They flow down in line with their nature. The Ayutthaya River, the Moon River, whatever the river, they all flow downhill. None of them flow uphill. That's the way they ordinarily are. Suppose there were a man standing on the bank of a river, watching its current flow swiftly downhill, but his thinking is wrong. He wants the river to flow uphill. He's going to have to suffer. He won't find any peace. Sitting, standing, walking, lying down, he won't find any peace. Why is that? Because his thinking is wrong. The chicken and the duck. Two people see a chicken and a duck. The first person wants the chicken to be a duck and the duck to be a chicken, but it simply can't be. Throughout their life, it can't happen. If the first person doesn't stop thinking in this way, he'll have to suffer. The second person sees the chicken as a chicken and the duck as a duck. That way there's no problem. When your views are right, there's no suffering. The same holds here. Anicca, things that are inconstant, we want to make constant. As long as they're inconstant, we're sad. The person who sees that inconstant things are simply inconstant can be at ease. There's no problem. Ever since the day of our birth, we've been running away from the truth. We don't want things to be the way they are, but we can't stop them from being that way. That's just the way they are. They can't be any other way. It's like trying to make a duck be the same as a chicken. It'll never be the same. It's a duck. Or like trying to make a chicken be the same as a duck. It'll never be the same. It's a chicken. Whoever thinks that he wants to change things like this will have to suffer. But if you think, oh, that's just the way it is, you gain strength. For no matter how much you try, you can't make the body permanent or lasting. Salt that's not salty. A monk who claimed to be a meditator once came and asked to live here with me. He asked about the way we practice, and I told him, if you live with me, you can't keep money or stored up things. I follow the Vinaya. He said that he practiced non-attachment. I said, I don't know what you mean. So he asked, if I use money but without attachment, can I stay here? So I said, sure. If you can eat salt but it doesn't taste salty, then you can. If you simply claim to be unattached because you don't feel like observing these bothersome rules, then it would be difficult to stay here. But if you can eat salt without its tasting salty, then I'll believe you. Can you really eat a half bushel of salt without its tasting salty? This business of non-attachment isn't something you can just talk about or guess about. If you talk like this, you can't live with me. So he left. The lonely path. Whatever there is in the mind, if our reasons aren't yet good enough, we can't let it go. In other words, there are two sides. This side here and that side there. People tend to walk along this side or along that side. There's hardly anybody who walks along the middle. It's a lonely path. When there's love, we walk along the path of love. When there's hatred, we walk along the path of hatred. If we try to walk by letting go of love and hatred, it's a lonely path. We aren't willing to follow it. A thorn. Things are simply the way they are. They don't give us suffering. Like a thorn. Does a sharp thorn give us suffering? Number. It's simply a thorn. It doesn't give suffering to anybody. If we step on it, we suffer immediately. Why do we suffer? Because we stepped on it. So the suffering comes from us. Carrying a rock. Letting go actually means this. It's as if we're carrying a heavy rock. As we carry it, we feel weighed down, but we don't know what to do with it, so we keep on carrying it. As soon as someone tells us to throw it away, we think, if I throw it away, I won't have anything left. So we keep on carrying it. We aren't willing to throw it away. Even if someone tells us, come on, throw it away. It'll be good like this, and you'll benefit like that. We're still not willing to throw it away because we're afraid we won't have anything left. So we keep on carrying it until we're so thoroughly weak and tired that we can't carry it anymore. That's when we let it go. Only when we let it go do we understand letting go. We feel at ease, and we can sense within ourselves how heavy it felt to carry the rock. But while we were carrying it, we didn't know at all how useful letting go could be. A splinter. The Buddha teaches us to escape through discernment. It's like having a tiny splinter or thorn in our foot. As we walk along, there are times when it hurts and times when it doesn't. If we ram it into a stump, it hurts. So we feel around on our foot but don't feel the splinter, so we let the matter go. After a while, we're walking along and we stub our toe on a bump, and the splinter starts hurting again. This keeps happening over and over again. Why? Because the splinter or thorn is still in our foot. It hasn't yet come out. The pain keeps coming back. When it hurts, we feel for the splinter, but we can't find it, so we let the matter go. After a while, it hurts again, so we feel for it again. This keeps happening again and again. When pain arises, we have to determine what it is. We don't have to just let it go. When our foot hurts, oh, that damned thorn is still there. When the pain comes, the desire to take out the thorn comes along with it. If we don't take it out, the pain will keep coming back and back and back. Our interest in getting the thorn out is still there all the time. Eventually the day will come when we decide, no matter what, that we've got to get it out because it hurts. Our determination to put energy into the practice has to be like this. Wherever there's interference, wherever there's discomfort, we have to examine things right there, solve the problem right there, solve the problem of the thorn in our foot by digging it right out. Groping for fish. As long as you don't see the dangers of these things enough to let them go, don't see the rewards that will come when you do, your work won't achieve any purpose. It's as if you're just playing around with these things, scratching at them with your fingernails. If we see their drawbacks clearly, see the rewards that come from letting it go clearly. It's like when you go trapping fish with a basket. You keep at it until you sense there's something in your basket. You can hear the noise as it bangs against the side of the basket. You think it's a fish, so you put your hand into your basket and grope around, but what you catch hold of isn't a fish. It's something else that lives in the water. Your eyes can't see what it is. Part of you thinks it might be an eel. Part of you thinks it might be a snake. You'd regret letting it go if it actually was an eel. But if it's a snake and you keep holding on, it's going to bite you. Understand? You're in doubt because things aren't clear. Your desire is so strong that you hold on to it in case it's an eel. As you pull it up out of the water and see the pattern on the back of its neck, you immediately let go. There's nobody there to tell you, "That's a snake. Let go. Let go." Nobody tells you. The mind tells itself, even more clearly than if someone else were to tell it. Why is that? Because you see the danger. The snake can bite. Who needs to tell this mind? If you train it until it knows in this way, it won't hold on. A spittoon. About anatta. In simple terms, this means not self. But it depends on there being a sense of self. It depends on there being a sense of atta. That's why there's anatta, and it's a correct anatta too. When there's no atta, anatta doesn't appear. For example, you don't have this spittoon in your house, so the affairs of this spittoon don't bother you. Whether it breaks or gets cracked or gets stolen by thieves, none of these things bother your heart, because there's no cause, no condition. How is that? Because there's no spittoon in your house. If there's a spittoon in your house, that's a sense of self arising. When the spittoon breaks, it hits you. When it gets lost, it hits you, because the spittoon now has an owner. That's called atta. That's the state it has. As for the state of anatta, it means that there's no spittoon in your house, so there's no mind state that has to keep watch over the spittoon and protect it, no fear that thieves will steal it. Those states are no longer there. These things are called state phenomena, sabhava dhamma. There are causes and conditions, but they're simply there, that's all. Peels and husks. I'll give you a simple comparison. Suppose you've bought a banana or a coconut in the market and you walk along carrying it. Someone asks you, "Why did you buy the banana?" "I bought it to eat it." "But do you have to eat the peel too?" "No." "I don't believe you." If you're not going to eat the peel, why are you carrying it too? Or suppose you're carrying a coconut. Why are you carrying the coconut? "I'm carrying it home to make a curry." "And you're going to curry the husk too?" "No." "Then why are you carrying it?" So, how are you going to answer his question? Through desire. If there's no desire, you can't give rise to ingenuity, to discernment. That's the way it is as we make an effort in our meditation. Even though we do this through letting go, it's like the banana or the coconut. Why are you carrying the peel or the husk? Because the time hasn't come yet to throw it away. It's still protecting the inner flesh. The time hasn't come yet to throw it away, so you hold on to it for the time being. The same with our practice. Suppositions and release have to be mixed together, just as the coconut has a husk mixed together with a shell and the flesh, so you carry them all together. If they accuse us of eating the coconut husk, so what? We know what we're doing. Doing the math. The Dhamma is like doing math. There's multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. If we can think in this way, we'll be intelligent. We know the right time and place for things. We subtract when we should subtract, multiply when we should multiply, divide when we should divide, add together when we should add together. If we multiply every time, our hearts will die from the burden. In other words, we have no sense of enough. No sense of enough means no sense that we're growing old. Anyone with a sense of growing old is a person with a sense of enough. When there's enough, the words, "Okay, that's plenty," can make their way up. If there's not enough, that okay can't make its way up because we keep on wanting to take. We've never thrown anything away, let anything go, put anything down. We're always taking. If we can okay, we're at ease. That's enough. The broken glass. Suppose you get a glass. You say, "This is mine and it isn't broken." Look after it well, okay? Don't break my glass, okay? But can you prevent something breakable from breaking? If it doesn't break now, it'll break later on. If you don't break it, someone else will break it. If someone else doesn't break it, a chicken will break it. The Buddha says to accept this. When he uses this good glass, He penetrates all the way to seeing that this glass is already broken. He sees this glass that isn't broken and has us know that it's already broken. Whenever you pick up the glass, he was you say, this glass is already broken. Drink from it and put it down. He tells you that it's already broken. Right? The Buddha's understanding was like this. He saw the broken glass in the unbroken one. Why did he know that it was broken? Because it isn't broken. That's how he knew it as broken. Whenever its time is up, it'll break. He developed this attitude and kept on using the glass. One day it slipped out of his hand. Smash. No problem. Why no problem? Because I saw it as broken before it broke. See, but you say, my glass is so expensive. Don't ever let it break. Later on the dog breaks it. What if I killed this dog? If your child breaks it, you hate your child. You're that way with whatever breaks it, because you've dammed yourself up so that the water can't flow. You've made a dam without a spillway. You just dam things up without a spillway, so the only thing the dam can do is burst, right? When you make a dam, you have to make a spillway too. When the water rises this far, it can flow off to the side. When it's full to the brim, it can flow out that way, right? You need a spillway. The Buddha saw inconstancy, and that's the way things are. He already saw that they're inconstant. When you see things this way, you can be at peace. That, in short, is the practice of the Dhamma. Salt. If you do merit for the sake of putting an end to suffering, you have to make merit and develop skillful qualities in the mind at the same time. If you don't develop skillful qualities, no discernment will arise. Merit on its own is like raw meat or raw fish. If you just let it sit out like that, it goes rotten. But if you salt it, it'll last for a long time. Or the same if you put it in the refrigerator. An upside-down basin. Once we've abandoned doing evil, then even when we make merit only a bit at a time, there's still hope that our perfections will grow full. Like a basin set upright out in the open. Even if rain falls only a drop at a time, there's a chance that the basin will get full. But if we make merit without abandoning evil, it's like putting a basin upside down out in the open. When the rain falls, it still lands on the bottom of the basin, but on the outside bottom, not on the inside. There's no way the water will fill the basin. A leaky basin. If we do evil and then try to plug the leak by doing good, it's like plugging a leak in the bottom of a pot and pouring water in, or like plugging a leak in the bottom of a basin and pouring water in. The bottom of the pot, the bottom of the basin, isn't in good shape. Our abandoning of evil isn't yet in good shape. If you pour water in, it all still seeps out and the basin goes dry. Even if you pour water in all day, it still seeps out bit by bit, and eventually there's no water left. You don't gain the benefits from it that you wanted. Water in a jar. When no forms of evil are in our hearts, all our troubles disappear. A sense of coolness arises because we look after ourselves. The mind becomes virtuous. When it grows still, it becomes concentrated. When it's still, it starts to bloom into discernment. We know how to make the mind clear and bright. Whatever's evil, we let go. Whatever's wrong, we put aside. We contemplate and put things aside. Let them go. It's kind of like water in a jar. We take out a dipperful and then throw it away. Take out a second dipperful and throw it away. Keep on taking out water and throwing it away. The water in the jar will eventually go dry. The mind that enters into the practice is like that. But if we don't see things in this way, it's like adding water to the jar and then taking it out, adding water and then taking it out. Merit, evil, merit, evil. Wrong, right, wrong, right. Good, bad, good, bad. At ease for a moment, and then we suffer.